But let's do it.
We're doing it. This is a podcast.
We are live. Beep boop boop bop
Hi,
boop
everyone.
beep.
Bye.
Hey everyone, welcome to You Got Mail, the manliest podcast on the interwebs.
That's us.
Allegedly.
You're kicking back with Keegan, Norm, Dan, and Zach, and we're about to get so manly up in here. It's gonna stank like a musk of a buffalo that's been skinned by a person who skinned it. Let's get it. All right.
I braided my ball hair.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Can we compare designs?
You're
Okay.
a disappointment to your parents, who I fucked.
Let's
There it
go.
is.
Starting off
Kind of zesty.
Alrighty,
It's a little
boys.
warm in here. Is that me?
It is a little warm in
Okay,
here.
it's a
Well,
little warm.
you turned the fan off
how do I
earlier.
turn it on?
I don't know.
Do I click this
yeah,
one?
you just
Probably a
pull it.
switch.
You're just gonna want to pull it down.
Oh, that makes me nervous.
You might even
That
have
makes
the
to.
me
whole
nervous,
fan is shaking. Oh,
You might even. I
The
think you
switch
might
might
have
be off.
turned the switch off. In all honesty, Norm, you
damn
hit
it.
the switches over there, and if you turn one of those switches off, I can't tell you if it's the left or the right one.
you don't mess
You're gonna
with a
turn
man's
the sign off.
rituals.
There we go. Okay, turn that top light off now, and we're good to go.
All right,
And we're
thanks,
back.
thanks,
And we're
here.
back. All right.
The boys are on the town.
All right, boys. So this week I went ahead and brought the beverage, and I'm going to go ahead and pour it out real quick. Or, Norm, would you pour this out?
Pour
for
it
me?
out onto the floor.
Yeah.
I'm going to pour it out
I'm
down
gonna pour
the
it
drain.
out right now. This one's for the homies. Yes.
This is a dry podcast.
So I went ahead and brought the wine this week, and I wanted a little help this week on what we were going to drink. So I asked my sommelier at work if he would pick us out a nice wine to partake in. And oh, hey, my
Stand
mom
by.
is calling. Nope, that's gonna be a real big no.
Ask her about this wine.
This podcast is starting out.
All right, fine.
very
I'll call
good.
my mom back really quick and tell her she's on the podcast. While Norm pours this out, and then we'll call the Som and he'll go over the wine here. Drop.
Hi, honey.
Hey, Mom, you're on the podcast.
Hi, podcasters. What are you doing?
Nothing. We're just pouring up the beverage for the night, and we're just getting started here.
Oh, okay. Well, we are standing in front of the lightsaber building thing.
Oh, cool. They're in Disneyland right now, by the way, so they're
Yeah.
standing
I'm so
in front
jealous.
of the lightsaber building thing.
Yeah. So what we want to know is what color is your lightsaber? Emma?
Mine is purple, but you can go ahead and buy like all the different cyber crystals from Kyber crystals.
You're
Yeah,
close.
not cyber crystals, Kyber
Oh,
crystals.
no.
By the Jedi shop that's like up to your guys' left, I believe. If you're like looking at the desk, it's up to your left. But you can buy a different colored Kyber crystals up there. But mine is purple.
Okay.
So tell them
yours
if they
is
ask
purple.
for a red crystal, they have a chance to get a black one. I believe they're still doing that. So have them try to buy a red
Okay.
one.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We are, I already did.
Okay, Mom. We're
All
gonna
right.
head out because we're live on the potty.
Have a good
so.
time.
Okay.
Bye.
Happy podcasting. We
Love.
love you.
Love you, Mama. Oh, bye, Emma. Oh, she's so cute. All right, bye-bye. Alrighty. And
That
we're
was fun.
back.
That was fun.
That was an impromptu little
Yeah.
bit there. Keegan, you all right over there?
Doing great.
All right. Love you, buddy. So I'm
was
going to go
fun.
ahead and
Can
call...
I call my mom?
Out of the way, you know?
And here comes my dad texting me. He just said, "Force be with you." All right. I'm going to go
Hell
ahead
yeah,
and call the
brother.
Som at my work really quick so that we can...
What is this gentleman's name?
Andrew.
Andrew, the sommelier.
All righty.
And he can
we
hear
go.
all of us when we're
Yes.
talking.
Yes, I
Yes.
believe so.
All right, then let's shut up.
What's going on?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, dude, how are you?
Good, good. So you're live on the podcast here. We just
Nice.
poured ourselves a glass, and we were wondering what it is that you picked out for us here.
Oh boy. Okay. So did you chill it before you actually served it?
Yeah. So I threw
Nice.
it in the fridge like about 25 minutes before we started here.
You're the man, bro.
You're the man.
Okay. So okay. So what you have is Larcy Ducasse.
Larcy
So it's like
Ducasse.
it's a right bank Bordeaux, 2011 vintage. So it's pretty much 11-year young Bordeaux blend. from the right bank of Bordeaux, where they use Merlot and Cabernet Franc as the two blending grapes. But it's earthy, savory, rustic, but powerful style Bordeaux blend. And I believe that L'Arcy Ducasse was like established in the late 18th century, like 1890s.
Okay, dang.
Pretty cool. It's a good Bordeaux. I like it a lot. What do you think? Did you guys start tasting it?
No,
or
we
you just
haven't.
smelling
We
it?
haven't tasted it at all. We just poured it, and then we were like, "All right, let's give him a call." So we haven't really tasted it or
Nice.
anything just yet.
But we'll cheers.
But
it
we're
right
gonna
now.
That's
cheers
cool.
it up right now and take a little taste.
Boom. Yeah, maybe. Make sure you. Yeah, absolutely. And after, what I recommend is while you guys are tasting, the best way that I can tell you how to taste the wine. I'm not sure about any of their spirits for the most part, but every time I taste wine, you always want to taste it, you put it in your mouth, rinse it around like mouthwash,
Rinse it around like
Bottle it,
mouthwash and
and
stuff.
then
Yeah.
deep kind of.
Excuse me. Wait. Do you want to say that one more time? Because it's kind of breaking up a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of want you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Can you hear me right now? We're good.
Yeah. I think we're good.
No, you're good. Cool. My bad. So what I always do is I always rinse the wine that I'm tasting, like mouthwash, because you want it to hit every part of your mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like all of your.
So rinse it like mouthwash.
Rinse it like
Yeah.
mouthwash around a little bit. You know.
No.
Okay.
You swallow it. Yeah. You're gonna breathe out of your nose. I don't know what you
Has sort of an oaky afterbirth.
It's very reminiscent.
Dude,
Yeah,
this,
you should have a lot of oak.
yes.
Yes.
So this is honestly really really good.
This
man.
is extremely good. This is a
Super
treat.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Bordeaux is bomb. I love that Bordeaux.
Dude.
Awesome, sweet. Andrew, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for hooking it up and for kind of giving us a little rundown here on this. Andrew is the somm at my job, and he does just a fucking great job, man. And oh man, yeah. So I'm always interested in everything that Andrew's got to say about all the wines and spirits and everything, because this man is he's like a heaping pile of beautiful knowledge when it comes to this stuff. So.
Bam,
Thank you.
crushing it together.
yeah.
Thank you again, man, and we appreciate you. And have a great night, man.
Yeah, dude. Enjoy the wine.
Hey,
Awesome.
thanks, Drew.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Peace.
Sweet.
That was fun.
That was cool.
That was good.
A little cutouty, but
Yeah,
we
a
got
little
the gist,
cutouty,
I
but,
think,
you
what
know,
he's
yeah.
saying. So
Yeah, I heard
Sweet.
floss with the
I
wine.
have a theory
okay.
You have a theory.
that his tasting method is such a deep cut secret that somebody was tapping in
Yep.
and
Yep.
fucking
Interfering.
up, interfering with the audio so
Wow.
that
Interfering with the signal
Did you
because they
say
didn't
it's a
want it.
conspiracy?
Oh, God.
Theory?
Dun, dun,
It's a
dun,
conspiracy
dun,
theory.
dun, dun. So we kind of have a little bit of a special episode this week. We teased it last week.
Conspiracy theory episode.
Wow.
Well, big reveal. Big reveal. Yep, this week we're doing a conspiracy week theory episode. We all
Conspiracy Week Theory episode.
They're only weak conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory?
Oh god, this
I feel-
episode fucks so
I feel-
hard, bro.
I feel kind of underprepared because Keegan has a notebook over there, so I
know.
assume that he's been taking notes about his conspiracy theory here.
I mean, I did a little research.
Nice.
you know.
I mean, I did a little research too, but I didn't
think
write
we all
anything
did.
down, honestly.
no, I was like, I'm gonna remember.
Off the top of the dome, baby.
Yeah.
I just know
Oh,
that I
yeah.
don't remember things well. So
The thing is that I know that I don't remember things, and I still don't take notes.
That's what's up.
So I just kind of like,
write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Beautiful.
So I just kind
So-
of like live my life not remembering.
You just
anything.
raw dog it, bro.
Yeah,
Raw
life.
dog in life every day.
Raw dog
Come
in
on.
memory.
You want to help me wash my
Fuck yeah.
This wine really is.
Dude, it's like
Absolutely
crisp
delicious.
and smooth, man. That's fucking
this is
beautiful.
I get like a little like tobacco scent.
this is a red.
Yeah, very good, very good. You
I
can tell
get-
that from smelling
I get
it.
a hint of grape.
Bro, it's just smooth. Like
Very reminiscent.
you get a little.
No,
sip
honestly,
of it, and
this
it's
is like
smooth, man.
this
That's
might be
beautiful.
the best red wine I've personally ever had. Do you know how? Do you guys sell this just by the bottle at work, or do you?
This is one of our by the glasses,
Do you
and we
know
only
how
have
much?
we only have a couple that are by the glass. I actually don't even know how much it is
It's
by
probably,
the glass, but
it's got to be around like 30s.
So I am going to
Yeah,
say when he
probably
said like
30s.
breathe out through your nose, I did like taste a lot more flavors.
Yeah,
Which reminds me of this moonshine that I've had. It was a caramel apple moonshine, and so we were like doing this taste test thing in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And so we were like tasting all of these moonshines, and the guy was like, "I'm going to tell you a secret. When you take this drink, swish it around in your mouth, and then swallow it, and then breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose." And I did it. When I was breathing in through my mouth, it tasted just like a green apple. And when I breathed out through my nose, it tasted like fucking caramel.
That's awesome.
And I was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recently realized that I should, like, when you smell wines or whatever, and you get your nose like all the way in that glass, you know what I'm saying? If you open up your mouth a little bit while you're smelling it, it changes everything about how you register that information. Like, you can get it in the back of your throat. You get a whole bunch of different scents that you don't normally pick it up compared to then, just close your mouth as you do it, and you can notice a huge difference,
wine is crazy, man. Yep, there you go, Dan.
Dude, on it. So I
Dan
don't know if
snorted
it
some.
works with wine, but there's something you're supposed to do with whiskey when you're trying like whiskey. Is when you
Beat
smell
your
it.
wife.
I mean, that's an option. That's an option. But like when you go to smell whiskey, you're supposed to do the thing Keegan said, where like you leave your mouth open, but you're supposed to smell like the tip of the glass closest to your mouth. Then you smell the away tip, and then you're supposed to smell it with only like one nostril. And you should get like different hints all 3 times you smell it.
Yeah.
Because you're like activating different parts of your nose and your sensory areas that pick up different things. And I'm sure it works with wine too. I know that's like a whiskey.
They tell
thing,
you.
but-
I know. I mean, I don't know too much about wine, to be honest with you. But they say that you should smell it 3 times. You should smell it with your like far away above the glass, and then right around mid range, and then right like with your nose in the glass. And I was like, this is crazy, man. I want to learn a lot more about wine, and so I'm like
We'll start
trying to
talking
get
to
into
Drew,
it
bro.
a little more. I
Sounds like
know,
he
dude.
knows.
Dude, that man knows for sure, man. He was like, he handed me a packet that was like 25 pages of like just like pure like writing and information, and I was just like, oh my god. And he was
Just
like,
on
this
Bordeaux,
is he was
correct?
like, this is a packet, a starter's packet on Bordeaux. And I was like, this is a starter's packet on Bordeaux? And he goes, yes, there's a lot to know. And I was just like, holy shit, man. Like, Psalms are like crazy with like their whole like just taste
Everything.
profile of like
And
everything.
drug
They can like
addiction.
pick out no, they could pick out like all sorts of fucking like hints of, just like flavor profiles that I'm like, I had never even thought of that before. I was just like, this tastes good. And they're all like, are you getting any notes of, like citrus and mahogany on the back end?
Catching
And you're like
a C.
yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, I don't know. I've never he asked me something at work one time when like I like drank something. He was like, what flavor profiles are you getting out of that? Is it like, earthy and I was just like, it was a question that I had never asked myself before. But when he asked me, I was like, I don't know. It tastes good. And that's the flavor profile I'm picking up. And he was just like, oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah.
I'm getting hints of good
Hints of good in this wine. This is good.
A little bit of all right.
with an
And a little bit
aftertaste
of-
of
And an aftertaste of more, please.
I mean, I do know there's only like a handful of actually level 3 certified sommeliers in the entire world.
yeah.
Because there's 3 levels of sommelier. There's like level 1, which is it's hard, but it's doable. Level 2 is like insanely hard. It's like level 2, you have to travel places to get your level 2, and level 3, it's like
You eat, sleep, and
yeah, it's
breathe
literally like
wine.
that. I think there's like under 20 Level 3 sommeliers in the
we
world.
we had
think
a
it's like
couple
under
in the
200.
restaurant
Yeah, right?
this last week.
Yeah.
We had a couple in the restaurant because he brought out like a bunch of wine glasses for us to polish, and he was like, "We're gonna need them because we have like this party, and there are gonna be a couple master somms there, and like." He was like, so I'm assuming that they're all going to bring these, you know, like vintage bottles and stuff like this. So like, I just need to be prepared. And they ended up coming. They were like super cool. Just brought like a magnum of this and a magnum of that. And they were like good to go.
Drinking wine.
Yeah,
eating
exactly.
dinner
And
all
just
night.
drinking wine and drinking dinner. But they were really, really nice. And
There
like, yeah.
are 172.
Oh, wow. I thought
Master
it was less.
somms.
But still, that's very little number
Yeah,
of people.
I mean,
Billions.
fucking A,
You
man.
know? We had one in our restaurant as well that came to teach us a bit about wine while we did yoga one time, and that was
Oh, nice.
that
Hell
was
yeah.
actually pretty. Yeah, they brought
Yoga
in
and
a-
wine,
Nice.
baby.
Yoga and wine. It was nice. All right, guys. So it's time for the meat and potatoes. I think
The meat and
the
potatoes.
meat and potatoes of this episode.
I thought this was
I'm not
wine.
hungry.
Oh, okay.
Hey, everybody be careful with this wine, okay? I have a severe feeling that if we spill this wine on my carpet, I'm not getting my security deposit back, and that stain is not coming out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I've kind of fucked up a couple apartments I lived in. I've gotten a full security deposit back on every single one.
Really?
Like, bro,
Something
I
like that was
broke,
here when I got here.
I broke a massive,
whole wall
a
missing.
massive piece of molding off one of the walls in my last house. Had stains all over the carpet in my room, and like, bro, literally, I think I got back all my security deposit, but like $10, and I don't even know why they would take the $10. But like, literally, I got back like 700 out of the 700.
710.
Yeah,
Probably
something,
for, like,
whatever it
lunch.
was, 690 out of 700.
I probably just went down and like got a burrito for lunch.
Yeah, those guys that like they don't give a fuck. Bro. It's crazy.
They're like, yeah, we'll clean it up. You just
Because I think they hire people to clean it fucking anyways. So it's
Yeah.
like as long as
Yeah.
it's not like completely fucked, like you're good.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So with that being said,
With that being said, I'm going to spill all of my wine on the floor now. Hell yeah.
no, if I spilled this, I'd be upset because it's delicious.
Yeah. Sick. And I brought you guys some beers if you want them after.
Thank
this,
you.
Oh,
you
thanks,
know,
Zach.
after,
I would
after
love-
the
I would
wine.
love
Because I
that.
only got one bottle.
Honestly,
so,
man.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Are you not liking your wine over here? How are you feeling? I know you're not really like a wine guy to begin with, which is okay. You know, I just,
No, I mean it's fine.
it's
I
fine.
Drink it.
I'll drink it.
This is fucking phenomenal, in my opinion. But
Like
I'm a wine guy.
I'm never
Yeah.
ever gonna go just be like, let me go get some wine. But if somebody's like, you want some wine? I'm gonna be like,
I'll
are we
take
out of
some
beer?
wine.
Oh, we had a beer? Yeah, we're out of beer. Yeah, I'll take some wine.
Yeah, let me get some.
Okay.
I've been finding myself craving wine a little bit
Yeah, I'm a
sometimes.
little-
I like it, man. You have
I'm
a glass when you
rosé
get home,
ass
man.
bitch, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I
Dude,
love
I
me some
love
rosé,
rosé. In
bro.
all honesty, man, we have some fucking sparkling rosé in the fridge that maybe
Oh,
when
yeah, I
we're
saw
done,
that's
maybe
your-
when we're done with that, we get that sparkling
That's
rosé
your
out
Trader
here, 'cause-
Joe's one you fuck with,
Dude,
right?
it's so
Yeah.
good, man. Fuck yeah,
love
$7.
to try
That
it.
shit's
Dude,
fire.
I do. So my neighbor is a Korean dude that speaks a little bit of English, and he used to like own several restaurants in California before
Sick.
he moved to Vegas. Now he owns like a dry cleaning company. Honestly, I think that he might be in some Korean gang.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. He's just
for
like been
him.
successful in
Korean
like most,
Yakuza.
yeah, something like that. The
Kakuza.
Kakuza, yeah, the fucking Kakuza. But dude, I'm like, it's fucking like 9 o'clock at night. Jess is out with her friends drinking, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play video games tonight,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
No baby. My sister took the baby. I was like, no responsibilities.
Finally.
I'm gonna fucking drink beer and play Xbox, dude. Yeah. And I sit down, dude, and no shit, dude. I sit down, I put on my headset, and then my fucking doorbell rings, and I was like, do you know what fucking time it is, dude? It's not time for me to answer this door.
9 o'clock at fucking night.
Yeah, but I
Trying to play
did,
video
dude. And I
games.
opened it up, dude, and it was this beautifully like displayed plate of. I thought it was sushi at first, but it turned out that it was like pork. Like pork belly with like sauce on it.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
know, dude. And then he was like, you try this, see if you like it. And I was like, like, try. Do you want me to go get a?
here?
Do you like get a fork and like try it? And he was like, no, you take it. And it was like this rectangle plate, and it looks super fucking professional, like how it was like displayed.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys a picture. And then he was like, no, you take it and then clean plate and give back. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay,
nice,
man. And
Thanks
he was
for
like,
giving me chores.
and he was like, You like wine? And I was like, I mean, like, I'll drink it. And he was like, oh, okay, drink with wine. I was like, yeah, I don't have any. He was like, okay. And then sprinted to his house and came back with a full bottle of wine.
Dude, that's so nice, bro.
This dude wants to fuck you.
Dude, I was just like, oh, man, I know.
Cool take.
And so, like, I sat down at the table and, like, was just, like, eating this finely prepared meal with this
A glass of wine.
Not even a glass, dude. I was just drinking it out of the bottle.
That's the most Dan shit ever, bro. That's fire.
Dude, and it was fucking delicious because I think it was like pork belly because it had a little bit of meat and then a bunch of fat on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I don't really like pork to begin with.
Was it fire?
Dude, I took a bite and it just melted in my fucking mouth and I was like,
This thing came from Bosnia, son.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was really cool, just like random, like gift
Dude, that's
giving.
dope, bro.
I was like,
Yeah.
So I haven't talked to him since.
Did you wash his plate?
I don't even know.
Oh no!
Oh god.
You might have just gotten a free plate
because
and
like
bottle of
Jessica and I
wine.
have been on a bender since we haven't had the baby. We've just been like going out and like getting fucking schmammered.
dude.
It was
Take advantage.
Bro, imagine if he is in like a Korean gang and then you just get like 5 dudes knocking on your door asking
Where's
for a
the
fucking
plate?
plate.
and they're not even in English. They're just yelling at me in Korean, and I'm
you're
just like, I
dude,
don't know what you want.
what do you want?
Honestly, the wrong house to
Probably.
be like, I'll go get the plate.
You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna be like, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Not for me.
Imagine we just find out he's like the biggest fan of You Got Mail. And like you see his car one day and there's just a fucking rap on it and it's just our logo. Just like, I love you. And
He since he owns a dry cleaning company, like anytime he sends back the dry cleaning, it's like with a You Got Mail business card.
Oh my God,
Stapled to it.
fire, dude.
He steams it into everything.
Solid guy, dude. You want to hear what a racist piece of shit I am?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
less.
like I said, his English is very limited. And he comes up, and the first time I met him, he's like, "My name's Chang." I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Yeah, like the bank." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Chang?" Dude, called him Chang for 2 months. He hosted a barbecue for everybody. His name's fucking Che.
Like Chase.
Yeah,
Like the bank.
without the S.
Oh, okay.
Dude, me and my neighbors have been calling this dude Chang.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, at
not,
least your
that's not
neighbors
too
were
bad.
in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his like niece came over and was like, "Well, first off,
She spoke perfect English.
well, first off, I was like, yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I was like, Chang, what are you doing with the niece that's hot? You know what I mean?
Good for
and
Chang.
then
Che.
she was like, "Did you just call my dad Chang?" I was like, "Yeah, that's his name." And she was like, "No, it's Che, Chae." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
You're like, oh, all right.
Whoops.
Well, this is
A little
awkward.
miscommunication, but
We've all been calling him Chang.
I'm gonna just take my plate and go.
do you have another thing of pork belly that I can have?
I'm
Or
just gonna take his plate and go.
You want to help me wash my
yes.
All right, boys.
Oh, now are we ready?
Are we ready now?
I don't know. Who knows? Another tangent may come along.
apparently. So we all we all prepared some conspiracy theories here to talk about today.
Done.
Hey, so before we start, I would like to actually just
We're
read the
not starting.
definition of a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
A conspiracy theory is an attempt to explain harmful or tragic events as the result of the actions of a small, powerful group. Such explanations reject the accepted narrative surrounding those events.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
There
That's
we
what
go.
you're in
Now
for.
everybody knows
We're here. We're talking
what a
about them. We're loving
conspiracy
them.
theory is.
We're sucking them.
I don't know. I think maybe we just start at the top. Since Keegan brought his notebook, he just dives into this thing, sets format, and then we just go from there.
Keegan, I want you balls
Okay,
deep.
yeah.
Balls deep.
And then after his, it's just all downhill, right?
You know,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
we
Mine's the
can
worst.
start with mine because mine's the most ridiculous, but Dan's is the darkest, I think. And
Keegan, whip your balls out. Put them on the table.
all right, mine is about whipping your balls out and putting it on the table.
60% of the time, it works every time.
All right. So you guys probably have heard this one before. It's a pretty popular conspiracy theory amongst the community that I'm not really active in. I just picked one that I believe in, and it's that birds aren't real.
Nice.
Dude, they're not.
They're not, though.
They're not real.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. I fully believe this.
I don't know,
conspiracy
man. I
theory.
hit one on the way home from work today.
Yeah, blood.
Yeah, like a lot.
They put that in there.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right, let's
that's
figure it
all
out.
part of the disguise.
Or Dan was hired by the government to also exterminate the birds so that we can replace them with drones. So the theory is essentially, I'll break it down. I'll give you a brief synopsis, and then I'll break into some details here that support this theory.
Don't fuck with my livelihood.
So hands off of that one.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah. So basically, what this is that since the 1950s, the U.S. government has been killing birds in mass genocide by the thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions, with an overarching scheme to eliminate all birds in order to replace them with government-created drones to survey the people of America for. Initially, it was communist activities back when the Cold War was a big thing. Now it's just to keep a surveillance on people and to track them through their social media and blah, 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 blah. All these other things while still having an eye in the sky, a.k.a. their bird drones. So, let's break down. In 1947, the CIA is founded to survey potential communist actions in America. That's the initial reason for founding the CIA, all right? Through the 1950s, the threat of communism continues to grow in America. I hope you guys came prepared. No, but in 1953, there's this man, Alan Dulles, who was promoted to the civilian director in charge of surveying people. He was the first person to ever be promoted to being civilian director, and his entire sole purpose was just to survey select groups of people that they thought were responsible for like communist activities or were involved in the communist community of some way, trying to forward that agenda. Yeah, boo commies.
Yeah,
Boo
commies. Fuck
Boo
those guys.
The commies.
Fucking
All right?
nerds.
Now,
You just down the rest of that wine, Dan?
I'm nervous.
Okay. He's like, Dan's like, I don't know if I like this episode anymore.
now throughout the thousands of people, it was only a few thousand people that he was in charge of monitoring, and of them, very few ever did anything mildly suspicious. So his job was a little redundant. So, in April 15th of 1956, he proposed a plan to put cameras in the sky. He went to the president at the time, which I believe was Eisenhower, and with this plan to put flying cameras. Yes, you in the back.
In 1957, you said?
56.
Where are cameras as far as technology-wise goes in 56? I have no idea.
They had like 5 megapixel fucking
Like,
camera.
they're not like...
So they have nothing
They're all
yet.
electronic
Yeah.
now, though?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
electronic
No,
cameras,
I
but
think
Digital?
like not
I don't believe they were digital
digital
cameras. I think
no,
they were
not
still
digital,
film
but like,
cameras.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're like...
So I'm not sure exactly how.
Yeah, because
how,
if this guy's already thinking about putting them in the sky, like, bro, you're not even.
but
at
the
a
word
full
for
camera
drone
yet.
didn't exist yet, so they were
Okay.
called robotic birds. In official documents that were actually stolen from former members of this plan.
Because, like, in my head,
We'll get to that.
I had a picture of like
a box
like-
with wings.
Like, you know, the one where you throw the little shroud over your head and there's a puff of smoke, and I was like, once I put those motherfuckers in the sky, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It's past that. all right?
Okay,
but
cool.
before digital, like
Got
DSLR
it.
cameras.
Got it. I got it.
All
A
right.
picture in my head.
All right, so now the man in charge, his name was Dulles. He hated birds, and he has been on the record saying that he has a plan to exterminate all birds in
I
America.
hate birds.
No, like for real. He hated birds because in the 1950s, people were starting to do well and they were starting to be happier, and there's that whole suburban America thing going. Families were going to the parks and they were feeding the birds, and the more they fed the birds, the more those birds had to pass. So they would shit all over the CIA's windows and the cars and all that shit. And he was fed up with it, and he was like, I hate birds.
Do not cut my balls off on this
He came up with slurs. He was like, the rats with wings, these freaking stupid ass dumb birds. I hate them all. I wish I could kill every bird in the world type of shit. So, boop, 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 boop.
We about to have some hardcore drama go down right about
Sick.
now.
In a stolen CIA transcript from an ex-CIA deputy, he was stated that the higher-ups were so annoyed with birds that they vowed to wipe out every single feathered creature in North America. That is an official translation from a transcript that was stolen from
Dude,
the
wow.
CIA.
These guys fucking hate birds, bro.
From an ex-CIA deputy.
All right.
They hate birds. They just hate birds. So their plan was to kill every bird, all of them, and replace them with drones and hope nobody notices. So, yep, that was so. Over 12 billion birds have been extinguished between 1959 and 1971. That was the initial plan, or that was their goal, right? So, May 6, 1957, Duels went with an unidentified man to buy 120 B-52 planes, B-52 bombers, with money that he acquired that was put in charge for him to be transferred from public health funds.
The Straddle Fortress.
Exactly, by the CIA. So, these B-52s were, the headquarters for Boeing is in Seattle. They didn't want to build them there because they didn't want it to be suspicious about what they were doing. So they had all of the materials transported down to Area 51, where they were going to construct these B-52s, the special B-52s. And they took 23 engineers, essentially, and put them in, like, they bought this shitty little bus, and they migrated them all down to Area 51, where they could work on it. Everybody made it to Area 51 except for one guy who they left behind in a Waffle House along the way because he took way too many bathroom breaks. That's just a little detail that I have.
Okay. Wow, like, dude,
that one.
If this guy pees one more fucking time, he's gone. We're stopped at the Waffle House. He walked to the bathroom. They're like, dine and dash, everyone. Get to the bus.
I'm like, bro, fuck this guy.
You're a disappointment to your parents.
So, the thing was, they went to Area 51, right? They built these specialized B-52 bombers, and they were told that as soon as they're done, they're going to be released into the public, and they're going to redisperse them around the country. They picked engineers that didn't have any, like, family or wife or friends or anything like that. That way they could just redistribute them around the country afterwards, and everybody would be none the wiser. Now, the B-52s that they were created to design were actually called B-52Bs. The B stands for birds.
What?
And they were equipped with this... They were painted black, right? So you couldn't see them taken off in the night. They took off all, like, the little safety lighting, you know, like when you're flying high and you see the little green light or whatever on the planes. They took those off, and they equipped this special noise-proof paneling so that when the plane is flying above 3,000 feet, it is silent up to, you know, the people on the ground.
They might have developed that technology from the
birds?
Owl feathers, which are silent, flightful.
It goes one deeper.
Fuck your life, bing bong.
Now, once they were completed, they were told that they could. Once they completed all the planes, the men were told that they could go free. But what happened was when they went
go free,
like they were prisoners, right?
Okay.
But what happened was when they were, released to go back out into the public, they were intercepted by men in black vans and then shipped to the front lines of Vietnam to fight for the country, to kind of hope that they would be eliminated, and because they knew too much.
Dude, that's fucked.
So the way these B-52 bombers worked in order to kill all the birds is they all had these water tanks in them. Instead of bombs, they had water tanks, and the water tanks had this poison in them that was specifically designed to disintegrate birds, but it would dissipate. So it flies at about 8,000 feet, right? And by the time it hit like 3,000 feet, it would dissipate completely before it hit the ground, so it wouldn't harm anyone on the floor. But anything in the air at the time would be pretty much completely dissolved within 24 hours through bone.
This was obviously going on during Vietnam.
This was going on during Vietnam when we were doing the Agent Orange shit.
And we're spending so much money on these bird-killing machines when they could have just made some serum that, disintegrated Vietnamese people.
We did at Agent Orange, I guess. So... It kind of ruined all their fours and caused birth defects for decades to come. But
boom! How about that piece of factual knowledge?
They did both.
Yeah, that's when we were really into like pesticides and herbicides and things like that. And,
fuck those
experimental
birds,
nuclear shit.
Chemical warfare for sure.
So. But also the whole reason, it was called Operation Water the Country, right? And they didn't even tell the pilots what they were doing when they were flying these planes. They were being told that they were watering the lawns of every American civilian.
And those motherfuckers were getting in planes, and they were like, we're not fucking watering the plane. I was like, these motherfuckers don't care about your lawn.
Telling us we're watering lawns.
Think about it. That's an American pipe dream you could totally sell to some It's just some
To some fucking numbskull
idiot.
motherfucker.
Yep, to some numbskull motherfucker.
Yeah, it's just some big old dummy pilot.
To some Air Force guy, right? You fucking, some fucking Air
bitch,
Force guy.
dude.
Fucking, fucking fly a plane, you
You
idiot.
motherfucking go sit in a chair in the air, you piece of shit.
Flash forward just a little bit, and now JFK is the president of the United States, right? He was completely. He was completely in the dark about this whole bird thing. He had nothing to do with it. He didn't know about it until he did, and when he found out was apparently about a month before he was assassinated.
How does he feel about birds?
He likes them. He liked them.
Well, that's what. Get him the fuck out. Get rid of him.
So everybody who's
likes
been
birds.
Get rid of this feather fucking loving piece of shit.
We got to get this commie bastard out of office.
this feather fucker. That's what they called him.
Lyndon B.
Feather fuckers.
Johnson, including Lyndon B. Johnson. Every single president
Not
since
LBJ.
then has been all for the anti-bird propaganda. So they only elect people that are anti-bird. Now, basically the CIA, JFK had a meeting with the CIA about a month before he died, and they went into the secret bunker and they made sure that all the footage was deleted, but somebody broke into some old CIA files in a warehouse and they found recordings of this meeting, written down, like transcripts of this meeting, where JFK was like, no, birds are cool. Yeah, birds are cool.
Oh my God.
And then they killed him. Yeah, and then they killed him. And then they killed JFK because he was pro-bird.
So this conspiracy theory
Goes
has the death of
Yeah,
JFK.
then that's
Yeah, hell
funny.
yeah.
That's funny because I thought that he was
wild.
just killed by the CIA because JFK was completely against secret observation. He thought that
He was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It all kind of links, doesn't it?
So,
Huh?
the reason we went to Vietnam in the first place, right?
They have a bunch of birds.
So, yeah.
All
we
the
were
birds.
coming for him.
What the fuck was that?
Close, though. No,
we don't
close.
even want war. We just want to kill the birds, bro.
So,
Get back in your fucking spider hole and let me kill your birds.
there was that initial, a ship an American ship was, sunk by a Vietnamese naval thing, and that's what sparked or gave us a reason to go to war with Vietnam, essentially. Everybody believes, well, not everybody, but it's widely accepted or believed that could have possibly been faked so that we go to war with Vietnam. Why? Why
leads
would
me
we
to
go to war
another
with Vietnam?
conspiracy
Because Vietnam has the third largest reserve of bauxite in the world. And bauxite is used to create aluminum, which is what they were using to create all the fake drones out of. When they landed in Vietnam, they went to the northern shores first, and they said, this is where you can have the best chance of fighting communism. But the real truth is, that's where their reserves were, and they were mining it, and they ended up taking over that little area and then mining out all the bauxite before we withdrew and pulled out. So the whole reason we were there were to get raw materials to create these bird drones because we were killing too many birds and not making enough drones.
I'm gonna start shooting more birds.
We
I just
also
want to find one made out of aluminum.
we also were doing nuclear threats and all that during the Cold War, getting Americans to build bunkers in their backyards. You know, is kind of like a thing. There's a lot of old houses that have bunkers and fallout shelters and things like that. The reason they did that is so that they could make underground warehouses without drawing attention to themselves, so that they could funnel in thousands of hippies that they tricked by saying that they were taking LSD when really they were being shipped to a government building, put 3 stories under to build thousands of bird drones a night. And then that's how we got our free labor, was by telling them they were on drugs and building drones for the government.
You want to help me wash
Yep. And then up to 5,000 birds were produced a day. And it's also believed that that's pretty much that's where the theory ends. It's still going on to this day. It kind of dropped off back in 1993 when one of the leaders, there were anti-bird propaganda advertisements on the television for the Super Bowl commercial even, and then the FBI paid to have them removed. There were rioters in the streets that were going and trying to spread the truth about how birds aren't real and they're all government drones just trying to watch us. and it all kind of got shut down until about 2017 when this whole movement picked back up and kind of became a little bit of a joke.
Shout out to Reddit.
On Reddit, it is, but it isn't a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Because birds aren't real.
Because birds aren't real. Birds are all just government drones that are created to spy on us. And like phone lines and shit like that, when you see birds perched up there, that's how they're charging. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That was sick.
Yep. And that's my conspiracy
That was
theory,
a lot.
everybody. That's
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I've killed like a lot of birds, and
thank you for doing your part.
This motherfucker don't miss.
Yeah. Well, I had a golf club and they were trapped in an attic. So honestly,
Sick.
Nice.
That's tight.
and none of them were made out of aluminum.
Well, their exoskeleton might have been.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Keegan.
Okay. All right. Hey, man.
It was body. Hey,
It was
did they
bird
make
skeleton.
chickens? They make drone chickens.
No,
Nah, I don't think so.
They don't care about the flightless birds.
They don't care
man.
about farmers.
They can fly like a little bit.
They can like
And not enough.
float. Like
Glide.
not even glide.
I don't know,
give them
man.
that.
Those chickens were running.
I'm
pretty
just waiting
quick.
for the day Dan like takes a shot at a bird and he just hears
If,
a tink and the bird keeps going and then he's like, "Oh shit!"
You'll have your moment where you see him freaking out and you're like, that bird's not real, man. That's a government drone right there.
Yeah, that bird's fake.
They're
I don't
out
know,
there.
man.
Came from Bosnia, son.
I also see him like eating like my French fries and shit, or like trying to when I sit on the patio at a restaurant. I'm just like, that's not a drone.
Like, come on, bro, fuck off, mom.
Unless it is.
I'm just trying to get a sample of your DNA from the spit left.
I
on
did
your
catch a
French
pigeon
fry.
one time by my hands.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Wow, that sounds sketch.
You know, you can just like take pigeons are domesticated. You could just go on the street and grab a random pigeon and make it your pet. Like legally, you wouldn't even get in trouble. You'd just be a guy that
Aren't
stole a
carrier
pigeon.
pigeons still a thing?
You wouldn't even get in trouble for it. Really? Oh my god, dude, that's what's been holding me back this whole time.
wanna go catch a pigeon, bro?
Is the imminent thought of being in trouble.
Pigeons are smart, man. Pigeons are smart.
Dude, they are. They carrier pigeons were a thing, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm
still
not gonna
are.
lie,
Yeah, I
dude.
don't know.
The car in front of me. Well, maybe. So, I saw the car in front of me like do this weird like swerve as he was like coming up to the red light, and I was like, "That's weird." And then they like pulled away, and I saw that he had hit a pigeon, but it wasn't dead. It was like hurt,
It's like,
and it was like flopping and flailing around on the ground. So I hit it with my car.
It needed repairs.
Yeah, I drove over it with my
Attaboy.
vehicle. I put it out of its misery, honestly.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, but that
That's
was
suffering.
a real bird.
I like it.
Yeah.
One less real bird.
Yep.
Yeah, one less.
Yep.
Watch me, CIA. All you're gonna see is some weird shit.
You're welcome.
You can make a reality TV show out of what I do with my dick.
Washing
help me
it.
wash my dick?
Yeah, you wanna? I'll just do the audio cue out loud.
You want to help me wash my...
There we go.
Okay.
So yeah,
sick.
who
That was
wants-
hey,
it's a good start, you know.
We're at like 43 minutes.
We're at like 43 minutes. Right
uh-oh.
now.
Maybe we'll do some other conspiracy theories next week.
I mean, I can do mine because it's
Is it
real
quick?
short.
Mine's short, too.
Mine's short.
All right, yeah.
Is yours short?
Dan's is kind of, I feel like a little
I
bit
can already
longer.
tell by the size of your jeans, buddy. Yours is long.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I put
Hell
my
yeah.
conspiracy theory in my pants.
Yeah.
We could also
Alright.
do like a one conspiracy theory a
Should
week
we do that?
kind of
Should
thing.
we do one a week?
Yeah,
Because we got
I
other
mean,
shit we
if
can
you want to
do.
run
Yeah.
it as yours,
I mean, we have
Dude,
a
mine
we
is
have a
short,
mail.
man. I can't even. I can't
Zach's
even.
like, I don't want to spend
Just
an
do it
episode
then.
on mine.
I
ahead,
can't.
Zach.
I can't do
Just
an
do it,
episode.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach, do yours.
Mine is like not even a conspiracy theory in comparison to what Keegan went through over here. Keegan went deep as fuck, and I'm like, mine's just topically like just a statement.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
the statement?
Nikola Tesla is an alien.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why so?
Yeah. So check it, right? On the FBI's official government document like website, right? Like the official FBI database. If you search up in Google, Nikola Tesla is a Venusian, Venusian, then you'll see the first document that pops up. Check it. Like, I'll literally do it right now in front of Dan here.
I'm watching.
Nikola
Dan, let us know if he's
Tesla.
bullshit.
I think Venusians are the alien race that people from Scientology worship. I don't know if that's true, but
Is a Venusian. So you look up Nikola Tesla is a Venusian, right? Nikola Tesla FBI Vault, an official government
Yeah, that is
FBI
a
page.
.gov.
You go down to the third page here, right? Third page. Oh shit! And you click in on, or actually you don't have to click. You just zoom in here. No, I got it. And right at the very bottom, it says, "The space people have visited the Tesla engineers many times and have told us that Tesla was a Venusian brought to this planet as a baby in 1856 and left with Mr. and Mrs. Tesla in a remote mountain province in what is now Yugoslavia." And it's
That's
crazy.
kinda creepy.
It's crazy because this is official
What?
documentation
Yeah.
on like the government's website that they're just like, Nikola Tesla
You
is
got
an
Bri
alien.
here. Yeah,
And so
you got Bri here.
so like there's apparently like through this document there's like multiple accounts of the people that worked in the laboratory like seeing the space like the space people come down and like talk to him and be like, yes, we brought him here. And like all of this shit is crazy because when you think about like what he did throughout his lifetime, like this motherfucker gave us like
transcended technology.
like so much shit. You know what I mean? Like he set the precedence for like literally like in our entire electrical grid that we run off of today is based off his scientific research and like what he was like, this is what we need to be using. And so he created like
invented the radio.
he literally he invented radio because those were Tesla coils and stuff. So the Tesla coils is all like used in like so much technology that we have today. He invented what is it?
Violet rays.
Hydroelectricity. What is that called again?
Induction motor.
What is it called when we use
Hydroelectric.
water? Yeah, like
it's
he basically just like
Hydrolysis.
hydrolysis. No,
No,
But
it's just hydroelectric.
he came up with literally like he was the
Hydrolysis
first
is
one.
a real thing.
Is that what it's called?
Well, hydrolysis is when you separate the hydrogen from water.
like a hydrogen plant, you know what I mean?
The
Or
chemical
something.
breakdown of a compound due to a reaction with water.
Yeah.
So it's like it's basically he figured out how to turn flowing water and shit like that into like energy.
So you're talking about like
Hoover Dam.
Yeah. right.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Hoover
Shit
Dam.
like that. And on top of that, he created like fluorescent lights and shit. You know what I mean? He was the first person to document that. And like all this shit. So he basically was like this modern miracle of a man that was just making like all this groundbreaking technology. And like people were just like, oh, he's a fucking alien. And like people from his workshop were like, he is an alien. And yeah, so
Dude, I 100% believe it. Is like crazy because that would mean aliens are humanoid like we are.
yeah. And you know what's crazy?
Bipedals.
There's a different
skin and all that shit.
There's a different
Ew.
sort of conspiracy that says that he was killed because he was trying to supply the world with free energy.
He was
trying to do
100
it,
that is correct.
and all of the people who were funding him decided to defund him because they were like, we can't make money off that. And he was like, you shouldn't make money off that. Everybody should just have electricity. And they were like, we're gonna kill you.
Everybody should have water.
And like, and he literally was like on the verge of like, he said that he completed what was called his death ray, which is literally just this like literal like fucking laser beam that will just shoot down planes and just like shoot down shit. Like, and he said it could work up to like 200 miles away or something with the model that he had currently like in his like last few days been like, this is working.
Fuck yeah.
So
could've used
he
it as
dies.
Pearl Harbor.
He dies, right? And there's 85 trunks of like documents and information that he, you know, like has in his facility, right? So they say they recover 65 of them. There were 85 in total, and 20 of them they said that they wouldn't declassify to people. But they declassified the other 65, and in those 65 there's like documents about him being an alien and shit. And I'm like, so what were in the other
what is
20?
what's the shit you can't tell us?
Exactly. I'm like, yo, so like apparently, you know, like this is the craziest shit. And in this document too, if you read more on it, there's literally like articles of them being like, oh, the space people don't care to like interact with us because they say that we're too lazy and that we haven't transcended spiritually into a place where we matter to them enough to like interact with us.
That's kind of like
that.
what Stan Romanek was going with as well, is like he was supposed to open us up to be more spiritually evolved before we interact with aliens.
He's like, you guys are too lazy and you don't understand the universe and we can't teach it to you like that. Like you guys have to learn. It's your shit. You know what I mean? Like, and
the way humanity will evolve will be like not physically.
Yeah, exactly. So that was basically mine right there, was just, you know, go over, you want to hear some crazy shit, you just search up Nikola Tesla as a Venusian. You can read this entire 65-page document on, you know, like personal accounts of people that worked with him, government accounts of like government officials who are non-biased, just like coming and like researching and like whatever with him, and them just basically being like, this man is not from this world. Like he's like he thinks way far ahead of where we're at, and that shit's just fucking wild, man. So FNA Nikola Tesla. That man was an alien. And he also invented a fucking death ray, bro.
Prime example of people who were killed because they knew too much.
We could have used that death ray.
I'm sure we have it, bro. I'm sure we have it.
We should have used all those birds.
Yeah, or used it at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, well.
That would have been, you know,
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Then there really wouldn't have been a Pearl Harbor
I don't know.
Death.
Yes. That's the sound that it makes when it shoots. It goes, death. Death.
That like corpse better.
Yeah. It's just
Sick,
charging up.
I think it sounds like...
His name is John C.
And that's how it sounds.
There he is, dude. They're just crushing airplanes between his quads.
I was going to say it sounds like the AOL dial-up sound.
Quad.
You connect to the internet.
You want to go, Norm?
Should we just save mine and dance for next week?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
we'll
let's
save
do
mine
that.
and dance for next week.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's
hit a
so crazy.
You want to hit the thing?
Oh, hit the thing. Yeah,
Hit the
okay.
thing.
I'm going to hit the thing. I'm
Hit the
sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry. I'm hitting the thing.
Hit the thing.
Okay.
Mail, motherfucker.
We have
Well, even
We've
Jacob
got the mail.
He
Mail,
sounded
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Sick, dude.
Shout out to Jacob Hartley.
Hi,
bro.
Jacob. Love
great
you.
guy, great dude, great guy, great dude. Great
Not
dude
only
guy.
does he make artwork for my songs, he makes my heart flutter.
He makes my heart work.
Yeah, he makes what?
gets me all
heart
bricked
work.
up.
Okay, I'm bricked up.
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. He's got a few questions to tickle our ear holes.
Tickle him.
One, going straight into it. If you could have any MCU movie star on the potty, who would you choose, and why is Keegan gonna say Elizabeth Olsen?
I am going to say Elizabeth
I would
Olsen.
too, just because I just want to like
I love her.
drool for an hour while she's here.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say anything. I would just look at her and make her uncomfortable.
I'd be like, hey, what's
You're
that smell like?
You're so pretty. Yeah.
I'd be so good to you.
I'd be so.
Oh my
good to you.
god.
I'd treat you so
What
fucking
about
well.
you? What about you, Zach?
Sure, man.
All right, next question.
Wait, I want to answer
Okay,
because I have
ahead.
a different one. I want to have. We're gonna go with Tom Holland.
Oh, that'd be good.
I want
too.
Tom Holland on the podcast because
You just
one,
want to look at him and be like,
one.
"That'd be
Do you
so
know
good to
he
you."
fucking fries on Apex? Bro, you know he's
Sure,
like a
bro.
diamond player, like diamond
Good,
one.
bro.
Bro, he's like
Loving that.
bro. He fries, bro. He fries on Apex. He seems like a cool, funny guy. He fucking plays Spider-Man. Who doesn't fucking love Spider-man?
He's dating
And, like,
Zendaya.
he's dating Zendaya. Fucking, dude, he just seems like a cool
I'd be
guy.
so good to her.
dude. But
Damn,
yeah,
you're married.
Tom Holland. For
I'm so
sure.
good to her.
That's facts.
Yeah, use her as a reference.
All right, two. If this podcast
Paul
blew
Rudd.
up, good job. If this podcast blew up overnight and all of a
no.
sudden
So
you
much
had
money.
millions of views and followers,
Oh.
who would be the first person besides significant others you would be excited to tell?
Probably Jacob.
Probably Norm.
Probably.
Dane would just call, dude, our podcast will up. I'd be like, I know. And you'd be like, all right.
Sick, man. All right, see you later.
I would probably want to, besides significant others, I'd probably want to tell like Jacob Hartley, Jacob Rivera, even Greg.
I'd
like
get a billboard. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, our podcast fucks.
Yeah,
Didn't you hear?
I mean, they would know, you know. But like, I'd be super excited to tell like that group of boys. Like,
Yeah.
let them know. Just get them. Our podcast fucks.
Yeah.
You know, and then we'd be huge.
Let's start a new podcast.
How would
called
we
This Podcast Fucks.
react?
Wait, what?
How would I react to that?
Zach didn't
Yeah.
respond.
I don't know.
Like, who'd
man.
you
Probably
tell?
just like my family.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Cool.
Not a
Yeah,
fun
but
answer.
how would you
it's the
guys?
truth.
How would you guys react? I think I'm group FaceTiming the second I realize it. I'm like, all right, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm already beaten off.
And then I'm just like, guys, what the fuck is happening right now? And then we're just huge, and I'm like, all right, so, and then we probably have a bunch of emails from sponsors and shit, and I'm like, let's start signing deals, let's start getting money, let's build a fucking studio.
How would I react?
Yeah, that's my. I'd be like, holy fuck.
I'd walk right into my job.
and take a shit on the bar.
I would probably like just like go to work.
I'd probably just like go to work.
Right.
Yeah.
But then people would stop you at work and be like, "Oh my God, you're Dan."
Wait, you're that guy.
You're Dan from the potty. YGM Nation, baby. I love you.
Oh, we'd have so much mail.
And 3, if you could choose any 2 comic or anime characters that have as lifetime bodyguards, but the ones you choose, their enemies also now exist and want to kill you, who are you choosing?
That's a good question.
So basically, who never loses?
So you said anime and comic books?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Anime or comic book.
Wait, do you get one? Do you just
No,
want
he
I'm gonna
said you
say
choose
fantasy in
2
general.
bodyguards.
Okay.
2? Sick.
2 characters.
I got it. I already have my answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Elmo.
You're
I'll
fucked.
count it. Elmo and...
No, who's his enemies?
Yeah, no one.
All
Correct. One more. You get
And
2.
and
Oscar the
and-
Grouch is kind of a dick.
isn't he?
Yeah, but Elmo's got that handle, bro. Come on.
I don't know, dude. Just like another one.
Yeah, like the one you came up with, but different.
Yeah, like Elmo, but
But not
But
Elmo.
not Elmo.
but different.
Yeah, like Kermit the Frog or like
Dude, honestly, I would just
Gandalf.
Mickey Mouse.
Gandalf
Yeah, but then you'd
the
have
gray
fucking-
and Gandalf the white.
Okay, so ditch Elmo.
Yeah, fuck
now you
Elmo,
got
dude.
fucking
Yeah, dude.
Sauron coming after you.
Yeah,
you
but-
got Saruman. You got fucking the mouth of the witch or whatever.
The mouth of the witch.
Yeah, isn't he called the
Yeah,
mouth?
it's like it gives you that Glock 9000.
Punish me,
Daddy.
punish me.
you got a lot of enemies
All
coming
right,
after
Zach,
you.
Zach, go ahead. You had your answer.
Luffy from One Piece
Okay.
and Saitama, the One Punch Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, Saitama's.
but he'd be late.
Saitama would be good.
Dude, I literally,
He
I
would
don't
be
give
late.
a fuck, man. My
So
body,
would Luffy.
my fucking body group, my bodyguard team would be fucking stacked, dog.
Yeah, that's a good.
They
those
wouldn't
are good
have to be
answers.
late because I would just stay by them all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, if your guys' fucking dudes are coming after me, man, I'm gonna just stay by you. But that would just be a blast. I feel like just Luffy and Saitama, you know.
That'd be fire.
You're definitely gonna get hurt in the recoil of their fights.
Absolutely, but maybe
Totally
I'm
worth
like
it.
I'm like the Usopp of the group at that point.
Oh, you're a
you know?
sniper. You're just
or something. I don't know.
hiding.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
but,
you got it. You
know,
get something.
I think
from
it'd just
that.
be interesting. Whatever. We're all gonna die sometime. You know.
Yep. Why not die next to 2 really cool bitches in
Yeah.
a tight fight?
2 really cool bitches. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Norm.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Mugen from Samurai Champloo because
All right.
that would be hard as fuck. And then I will also do. I'll do like. I'll do Todoroki from My Hero Academia.
Does he have enemies?
Like, I mean, they
Like
all
the One
do.
for All, I guess?
I mean, villains are there. Like that whole group of dudes. Yeah, they're like his.
Yeah.
They're not his sworn enemy, but he's protecting the world.
Yeah. All right.
But I think Todoroki would just like. I think he's probably going to be the number 1 hero before any one of the class. I think Deku will eventually take it, but I think he's first up.
Yeah.
And then Samurai, if you haven't seen Samurai Champloo, Mugen's kind of like the off-the-wall samurai that, like, he's for good, but he doesn't do shit by the book.
No.
But he fucks.
Chaotic good.
Yeah, he had a battle with a samurai who he could swing his sword. That was actually a cool ASMR.
Sound, bro.
Whoa, dude.
He swung his sword so hard that, like, he didn't even need to. He could cut you in half with air, but he beat that guy. So
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answers.
Okay, Keegan.
Goku, because he won't lose, and
PP boy.
And
PP boy.
and Yamcha.
fuck Yamcha, bro.
Dude, Yamcha's sick, bro.
Krillin, bro.
Fuck Krillin.
I love
bro.
Krillin though. Destructo Desk.
Okay.
Big
Goku.
comic book characters.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good one that I'd like that could
Swamp
defend
Thing.
me.
Maestro.
No, I'm
Hulk.
gonna pick Doctor Strange because if I die, he could bring me back. He could do some crazy strange shit.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of fucking enemies, bro.
Yeah, probably the most
Yeah,
enemies.
probably the most people don't.
He
Yeah.
handles it.
Yeah, he's got enemies. He's got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people
Yeah.
trying to drain me
Yeah.
in my energy.
I'm gonna stick with that.
Bless you.
Doctor Strange and Goku.
And then Jacob said, "You guys are doing great. Seems like every potty, you all are getting more comfortable, and it's getting better with every listen. Love you guys." Bonus question: what that dog doing? What dog? Stay manly. Your friendly neighborhood trash can. Shout out to Jacob.
Shout out, bro. Thank you so much.
They
for the
call
mail.
it a trash can, not a trash can, not brother.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's why I love
beautiful.
you, Jacob.
Sweet.
No,
And
you
yeah.
don't.
Oh.
What?
No, now that you say it, I don't think you do.
I don't know.
Yeah, you were saying that you were saying that you love Jacob, but Dan just said you don't. So I don't know. I don't know who to
Wait.
believe.
No, I
I thought you said no, you don't.
sure it's a good guy.
Jacob, I
Yeah.
love you.
And honestly, I fucking hate the trash guys.
You've got mail.